All right, we're here. We're back. It's Monday. Remember when Monday was a real kind of like it's Monday. And now Monday is just another day, but I'm so happy to be here. Everything is really, we have a fun stuff tonight. We have, of course, great giveaways. And I'm going to get myself ready with my eyes and my phone so I can see what people are saying, what they're thinking. How are you guys tonight? Of course, I always want to know what people are thinking. That's what I do. All right. So somebody turn that down. Whoa, look who's we got a lot of people in the room already. We're ready to rock and roll, lock and load. So what's going on? Jean, Sasha, Carol, Cheryl, Kathy, Jean, Carlos. You know what? First of all, I just want to tell you guys how much fun that I had the other day. If you were in on the relationship show that we had on Saturday. And we're going to be doing that again because it was so much fun. But my brother and I did it together on Saturday, and we had some great questions, and people were so transparent. And I want to thank you for being honest and really wanting to learn about how to be relationshipable and how to pick people. Get your picker unbroken. Remember your mom used to say, my picker is broken. Because I was like, Mom, are you ever going to date again? And she'd say, no, I'm never dating again because my picker's broken. And I thought, aw, I see, if I had just met her when she was a little younger, I think she would have met a really great guy and been really just smart enough to know it. And
I think they would have gotten in line.
They would have gotten in line. But the thing is that what's interesting is that every guy that she picked, you know, they were just out for themselves more than they were out to be in a real relationship. And that's one of the things that we talk about in the relationship show, is because there is such a great way to suss that out, you know, so it's really fun. But I want to thank everybody that came to that show because we had a lot of people there, and we'll be doing it again. I think I'll probably do one again Wednesday. But how many people have left the house and gone out into the world? Because my hands still look like this because I'm not ready yet. I'm just not. So I want to know, has anyone left, gone out? Is your city open? Let me hear from you so I can see. Oh my gosh, Scott Edmondson. I'm having a better Monday this week. He fell and his face got completely, you know, just damaged from that darn concrete sidewalk. Just jumped up and bit him. And he put it on Facebook. So that looked pretty rough. Hi, Seth. Thank you, Seth. I know you like those sequins. I do too. Erica, that's me. No more dating. My picker is so broken. Erica, we can fix that. We can change that. We can make that a whole different story, and then your whole story changes, which is great. And whose birthday is it? I see we have a birthday here. Amy, Liz Cochran. Oh, Liz, you are so ready for whatever comes your way. You have grown so much. You know, I just want to say something real quick about Liz Cochran, who you see underneath. We met each other, I don't even know how many years ago, but it's got to be 18 or 20 years ago.
Your light was off.
Oh, now I'm in the light. Okay. So 18 or 20 years ago, I was at a fan event at a women's conference in, wasn't a fan event. It was just a women's conference, and I was speaking there, I think. And so this girl walks up to me. This is 18 years ago, and she had a boot on each foot. You know, when you fracture a foot and you wear those big boots? She had a boot on each foot, and she came hobbling up to the stage. And I looked into your eyes, Liz Cochran, and I just saw so much possibility, because I could see that you were going through a really hard time, not with just your feet, but I could see your spirit and soul just hurting. And 18 years later, you came to the last Get Your Fire Back, and you were just, you just look great. What did you lose? Like 80 pounds or some crazy thing? Like my friend Lisa, his song, same thing. I've just watched people that I've met being on the road and became friends with blossom into what I actually saw the first time I met you. And you're an inspiration to me and many other people. So put your story out there, girl. That's what it's all about. If you don't talk about the things that have happened to us and really knocked us back a bit, then it's just tragic, and there's no value to it. So always be proud of your story for every one of you. Okay, so tonight Todd is very busy trying to get his email.
I have.
Have you got it together, honey?
I
Do
think.
you want to say hi to the peoples?
Howdy. Well,
But Lisa, his song is here live with sound. Okay.
So it was that was a little while ago. Wasn't it?
Yeah, that was a while. You might be on the wrong day even.
Yeah, that's.
I've done that where I go, wait a minute, I'm
Howdy. Well,
Lisa, his song is here live with
Okay, we have
sound.
a lot going on here too.
There we go. No,
I
got it. What I wanted to do is get your comments up for
That
you.
was a while. You might be
That
on
would
the.
be great.
There you
So
go.
I just want to say that we have Dora here. Hey, say hi, Dora. Everybody say hi to Dora. And John is here. Letty is here, but she's not in the room right now. She'll probably be in a little while. We are very busy over there, and so I'm just so excited because we have the group here. So what do you want to say, Todd? You haven't said a word. I'm just rambling on. What would you like to say to everybody?
I would just say that the show must go on. Let's go.
I know. Let's do this.
We have some things. We have a little show and tell items.
First of all, I don't even know what to start with because we had an exciting delivery today.
Mm-hmm.
It's not every day that you get a delivery of something that just takes your breath away. And our friend Joe Cam and Cow, who is just really amazing friend. You know, he's one of my very favorite people that we've met here because he's
our neighbor.
He's our neighbor, not here, but at our office. And he's such a kind person, and he's done so much in his life, and he's very humble, and I love that about anybody. But also he just sends us food all the time, which is great. But today, and he's been locked in his house, that man hasn't been anywhere. I don't know anyone that hasn't been anywhere, though I know there's a lot of you out. I mean, I've had to go to the grocery store, so I mask up. But
there it is.
But Joe,
oh wait, it just went by.
Sent us. This giant box came today, and so what we're about to show you.
It's not that one. There it is. That one.
But can we get? I don't know if John can get a shot of that because
he could punch it up right here. Just punches this up.
So yeah, but let's show them this.
First punch that up, and then.
So this is.
Meanwhile, try to get a shot with camera one on there.
Star Wars home arcade game. And when I tell you that it is really a substantial game, when I saw the box, I thought, oh well, that's a neat little game, but.
Try camera one on
that.
It
is like something you would find in a.
I got it. You just tell me.
What do you call it? An arcade? I mean, this is an amazing machine, and we're going to get a shot of that because we had it put together. And
What's very delayed?
And it's hold on. I'm losing contact. We had it put together, and you've got to imagine that this thing is
30 seconds.
Now, what I'm seeing here is arcade up. So this is an Atari game, right? Is this exactly the same one?
That's the one that you see on the screen. Look up there.
I cannot believe it.
Look at the big screen up top.
Okay, so you're looking at this, and I'm going to look at some of the comments here because I haven't been able to do that. But look at this game. Todd is at it right now.
Let's see. I'll try to get on the
and
you could pick, which game you want to play there.
So
Empire.
Is this crazy? I mean, this is it is arcade quality. Is it in fact an Atari machine? I know that.
No. It's made by that company, Arcade 1UP. See right there. Look at the screen.
Arcade 1UP. Okay, so it's arcade the number 1up.com.
1 second, 0 seconds. Here
but
we go.
The reason I'm finding this hard to believe is because it says $499.
That's right.
And it looks like a $5,000 plus machine.
I'm getting shot at.
So
already.
Todd is busy over there trying to figure out.
The aliens are attacking.
So you've already got it figured out?
No, I don't have anything figured out.
But you know what? He plays a lot of these like war games to
I don't
relax
play this
his
kind
mind.
of game.
You do play that. You love.
I never play arcade
games,
but maybe I could get into this. I don't know.
It is an amazing game. Look at Ryan Clements. Oh my God!
You know what?
Because he's a Star Wars.
Well, what I think is
fan,
most interesting is that
it's waiting for you, Ryan, right here.
It's $500, which is pretty friggin' impressive.
No, I couldn't believe it. That's why I thought you must have pulled up the wrong.
And you
thing.
see the size of it. Go back to the shot there, John, just for scale.
No, it's huge. It is a arcade quality game.
You see, I mean,
I've never seen anything like it for that kind of money. So that's a really good But
anyway, that was a gift from. It was actually a gift.
Star Wars.
Here's the real story.
Okay.
Joe gave it to us, but
yes.
Buck, is he in there or is he gone?
I think he's probably watching the show.
Well,
he's hiding from us.
So Joe gave me the name of the guy that actually gave it to me.
Okay.
So someone gave it to Joe, gave it blah 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 blah.
Oh, yeah! What a great neighbor. Well, you know what? He's
Joe,
such
why
an
don't
amazing
you
man.
text me here and tell me who gave it to
Joe, if you're watching, retext Todd and you can give him the name. But you know what I just really love is how he just knows what we eat, and he knows what to. He's a great guy, and he himself, is the inventor of pinball machines but crazy beautiful and slot machines, the really cool ones that you see in the big casinos. And so he knows his electronics.
He didn't mention the name, but anyway, a friend of his apparently owns this company. And, and Joe didn't invent, but did the design on the original Star Wars arcade games. And so he was somehow involved in all of this.
Yeah.
And they're buddies. And anyway, it's a pretty remarkable little
I just can't believe the price. It's crazy because I honestly thought that was a $5,000.
Maybe
more.
Maybe I'll talk them into, when we do a Star Wars event, I'll talk them into giving us one for one of our giveaways.
Oh my God, can you imagine? Well, Ryan Clements, it's waiting for you.
The shipping has got to be
Ryan
$100.
is coming out here to be with us when things calm down out there. So I want to see if anybody because I'm going to see if anybody has been out. Let's
out
see
as in
like out of the house,
outside.
And then we'll start.
Well,
things.
Did you get any further comments from on the Facebook side of things? Did you?
I'm looking at Facebook.
On the
hi,
game
Vivian,
here.
Barbara, Tammy. Oh my gosh, Michael Bohr.
Yeah.
Hello, Knight Rider, my Knight Rider buddy. Cheryl Davidson, Liz Cochran. Stormtroopers never hit anything. You will always win.
Now this, that's going to be an interesting thing, though. You can't. What about arcade games? Because they're generally in bigger places and jammed up, and I guess that's going to be one of those third phase opens because you're not going to see. So this is why this is such a cool thing. So
people are loving this. I mean, I am speechless. Ryan says this is incentive for me to get on the plane because nobody wants to fly, but we've been trying to get Ryan out here
Anything to play a video game?
Well, he was supposed to spend Easter with
I'll make
me.
you a deal, Ryan. You come out here. Put the camera on me, Ryan. You come out here, and I'll give you one of those.
Okay, Ryan, that means, is there a time limit on
I don't
this?
want you to get hurt, but I mean, if there's a way to do it safely, you make
your
trip.
There's a fly on the
He's
set.
hanging around the Academy Award.
Okay, but you want to know
He's
something?
got class anyway.
He's buzzing kind of
He has
sideways.
class.
I think he's out of oxygen. But we have one of those electric paddles that you get flies with. Dora
You good with it?
Oh, she was great with it. But you don't know when Todd looks like a tennis racket, and you push a button on the side and you zap the fly and it electrocutes the fly. But there's some weird thing. He got it and he turned into a madman, like somebody that would be at that game he was zapping flies, and every time you heard the snap of a fly go through it, he looked so.
It's the hunter. It's the hunter instinct in me.
Yeah.
And since I don't like or believe in killing anything big, I don't feel guilty about electrocuting flies.
Yeah.
In fact, mosquitoes, flies, probably not a lot of problem with killing those.
We've had a bad rat problem here.
Mm-hmm.
So, really bad.
Yeah, but because there's so much food out there.
Because there's a lot of food where the animals are. So.
Didn't you see? I mean, I'm sure everybody has seen it. It's in the Rat Gazettes on the headlines. It says, "Come to our
don't
address."
Say it. Don't say it. But
come
there
to
it is.
Joe Ray. And,
there you go.
Yeah.
And so if people are coming, the Rats took a Facebook page out, and they're having
everybody
a party.
comes here because
so we've caught
unlimited food on us.
Over 200 rats we have caught. 200.
We've done
big.
More
They're like the size of cats.
Well, that's not anymore. No, they started bigger.
The landscaper was
down.
taking them because his son has a big snake, and so our landlord was our landscaper was taking the rats that we caught to his son for the snake, and the son said,
No more.
"Don't give me any more of these rats because they're too aggressive and they're going to kill my snake." So I have a confession to make. There were 2 little babies. They were in the rat trap yesterday. Nobody was here.
You didn't let them out.
They were little Topo Gijos. They
won't be for long.
I know, I understand, but here's the thing. I'm confessing.
This is not. Yeah.
Okay. But nobody was here to take them out, and they were baking in the sun, and it upset me that they were being tortured to death. So I let them go. Just
cover them next time. Now you got to catch them again.
Well, that trap does the thing. It's not like one of those traps.
No, bunny rat.
They don't get hurt.
They're alive. They're live catch, and then we feed them to the wildlife.
Yes. But it was, I came in and I said, I can't take it. I just can't. That rat looked up at me. It was this big and it had those big giant Topo Gijo eyes, and it said, "Please.
John, close up on me.
Please." Oh, man.
Anyway,
I feel better.
You can't have both. You can't have healthy chickens. Not to mention like I was out in the sauna, I was in the spa last night. And a rat went running by so they're still around. Okay. Now we have chipmunks and other things too, but they're smart enough to not get in those cages.
So Kathy Jean Grundell Schomburg says, "I went on the front porch yesterday. My granddaughter called and told me she put 2 cupcakes on the porch for me for Mother's Day."
Oh.
And now, Kathy Jean, I think you are in Oregon. You couldn't. You know what? I remember.
They're asking about your kit car, by the way. Wants to know how's it going. They're working on one.
The kit. Who is
Michael
Bohr
is working on one.
Yes, because he's a night rider. He's a night rider guy, and my kit is good. Still a money pit. Todd. Every time I think I'm going to sell it, Todd talks me out of it, and I'm glad he did.
Well,
it's sitting in the garage quietly. He's sitting there now.
It's running. We ran it out not long ago.
Yep. But they're so fun. They really are. And you know what I love it most for is not so much to drive it, but just how much joy it brings.
But you know what? It's a part of your history. Yeah. So I think it's relevant. I'm sorry, regardless of if you weren't in the show and it was just your ex-husband, then I'd say get rid of the damn thing because it's weird.
Thank you for the Vietnam flashback. Thank you so much.
Just saying.
Really?
Well, if it doesn't bother me,
Well, it bothers me.
He is so wiped out that we feel sort of bad for him. But regardless of that, the point is it is part of your background, and the car is part of your history. And so I like
flashback wore me out.
Okay, well that's it. Thank you for joining us tonight. And
all right.
Did we have anything else to show?
No, but gosh, I'll put.
No, I had something else to show.
I know what I want to move on, but I just want to give the game. We'll come back to that because that was an amazing gift, and it'll be an amazing gift. So we'll put a link to that in this thread.
I'll tell you what.
To the place.
Let's.
There it is.
John, I think there's. Where does it say pictures here? Okay, here. So there's probably a close up of the game here.
So you're going to take a thing, and we'll put a link down there because really people are going to freak right out. Come Christmas.
Let me take that. I'll take that full screen.
Yep. And we'll go back and visit it. But I'm excited because we never talk about your dad.
Punch that up just punch that one up, John.
Okay, while you do that, I'm going to just
punch up Apple TV.
Kathy, Jean, and all the other mothers, I hope you had a beautiful Mother's Day yesterday. We sure did around here. John sent me flowers. They're so beautiful. I've never seen such flowers in my life, John. Thank you. Oh, it is just unbelievable. So I got flowers from my son, and let's see.
Okay, so it's the name of the company there is Arcade 1UP.
We have an issue right now with my grandmother who lives alone and has developed a friendship with a mouse in her house.
Exactly.
A mouse is different from a rat.
Well, wait. I don't even mind rats if you are in control of the rat. If the rat lives in its little white cage with the little clean food and dish and water, and he's not running around in the outside elements with other rats passing along the bubonic plague.
But have you ever, she's worried about the mouse chewing through her grandmother's wires. Rats do that, right?
All rodents chew on wires.
Okay, but I have a feeling that she and that mouse have developed a little relationship. That's so the mouse doesn't have to just live free in the house. I had a pet mouse, and you get it a cool. You know what you could
Well,
get
if
her
it's in
for
the
a
house,
late
once
Mother's
again,
Day is a
inside.
mouse house. You know,
Yeah.
like
So I, you know, if you're going to have
it's
those
not
kind of
gonna
pets,
bite her.
the problem with those kind of pets is only that you need to keep them clean. They need to live in a caged environment. You cannot let them run loose in the house and in drawers. They will pee and poo all over your clothes. It's a nightmare.
No, you have to
nightmare.
get a little house for it. But
Yeah.
we had a little mouse when I first opened Cat Cosmetics in New York. I had
a New York mouse.
Madison Avenue. On
even.
Madison Avenue, I had a store.
That's a fancy mouse.
And then one day at my desk, Gillian was at her side of the desk and I was at the other side. And this little mouse came out, stood on its back legs, and became our little mascot. Yeah. And so the mouse was lovely. And really,
it's come a long way, baby.
Yeah, but wow, I can't talk about those little rats yesterday, the Topo Gigio eyes. Oh.
No, see, the thing about those rats have been running around with the other rats, and they carry disease, and they're out in the open. You know, in the desert, it's obviously not the same thing. The city situation is a nightmare. They're down in the sewers and stuff. No way does that fly.
When we lived on the ranch, there were so many mice, and they were bold in the house, remember? They would get in Archie's cage. By the way,
again,
that's
where the food supply is. No wonder.
Okay, so look what came in the mail today, everybody.
What is it? Chewables? Edibles?
I haven't used it yet.
Oh, well, put it close to your mic. No, you got to do it slow, right?
You have to put this in your palm. Just imagine the hours of fun. No, yeah, you have to. There you go.
Little farts.
That's a squealer. That's a bigger squeal.
But how do you make the big ones?
Let's see.
I think you need a bigger pooter.
Wait, my brother has it down.
No, he doesn't. He had squeakers.
Really?
No, he didn't have a big pooter. Somebody else has a bigger machine or something.
Okay, so I must be doing it wrong. But anyway, this is the guy that is in the Walmart all the time. He sells these, and my brother bought me one.
Well, this is what I would say.
What can you say? That was my Mother's Day gift.
You know things are bad when it's gotten down to this.
As for your entertainment.
So we've been home so long.
People are laughing. Look at this.
The pooter device has now got our attention. We've moved from arcade games, film clips, and things.
Wait, I just can't. I won't be happy till I.
Oh, that was better.
Wait.
No. They don't sound
good. We need
good.
Bobby here to show us this. See, you're using two hands, and it's a one hand. But you
can't squeak them out like that. Nobody has an ass that tight.
Okay, here comes. Oh yeah, there comes the laughter right there. There you go.
Not bad. I don't know. It's tough. You got to practice.
I don't see you at Walmart doing this. I just.
Oh well,
don't.
you know that's not going to happen. I barely made it to Walmart anyway. I'm not a good Walmart shopper. I like to shop at mom and pop shops. When I bought the ranch up in California many years ago, Walmart was coming to town. And everybody was up in arms, all these mom and pop shops that sold specific areas. Mm-hmm. And of course, once Walmart came, probably more than half of those stores went under,
right?
Because of it. So I think that's fine in certain areas, but I think I don't like things that wipe out the mom and pop stores.
Well, when it first started happening, it was the bookstores, which was really sad because I love books. I love bookstores. I love sitting on the floor at a bookstore and reading, pieces of books to buy. So that's a whole
You know what I liked about
story.
The bookstore? The magazine rack. They always had every magazine in the world.
They still have a magazine rack at our grocery store down the street.
But is there a full complement?
You know what? Magazines are kind of all online.
Well, I used to subscribe to Popular Science magazine for a long time. And the only time I would ever get it
when I
airports.
met you, I would come out to the ranch. Here's the magazines I saw on your desk.
This ought to be good.
It was like Popular Science,
American
Cinematographer, Horse and Hound.
No, I never had Horse and Hound. Never had that.
I swear I saw like a Horse and Hound type of magazine.
I might have had like the one about the chickens and the seeds and stuff.
Yes.
There was like a farm magazine. Farm Supply sent out
And then
magazines.
I started buying chick magazines, as in real chicks about chickens, because
Well,
yeah,
no, I mean, there are still, like, for example, there's post-production magazines and video editing
right.
and production and different, there's specialty things, but there was always good photography magazines, and you could always find the latest and greatest equipment in these different magazines, and they were fun to read. And it has sort of disappeared. Now everything's sort of internet based.
And you know what? I still love holding catalogs. I still love.
Sure.
But it's expensive to do, because if people aren't buying them, then what are you going to do? But
well,
I
we
want to
throw
get into
away
something
at this house. We
I'm dying
recycle
to show this thing.
hundreds of pounds of magazines
Oh, I
and
know.
catalogs.
Oh, I know. So a lot of them are a waste. That's true. But
and a lot of them are just sales ones that come because you bought something at this place for Christmas. And,
right.
But here's the thing. The good news is we do recycle them, but the bad news is, it's expensive for those companies.
Right.
You take 5 minutes and throw it in
Although
their
we
thing.
have customers at catcosmetics.com. So I want to make them for them, because
You want to make a catalog?
I used to have catalogs.
Well, you have an online catalog, so to
Yeah.
speak.
Well, anyway, let me get this on the road, because I'm so excited.
Wait, are we getting that on the road, or are we doing the Hollywood Bowl?
The Hollywood Bowl. That's
Okay,
what I'm getting to.
That's what you're getting to.
We have never talked about your dad, really, because you didn't have a real close relationship with your dad. You had a relationship, but you would give him timeouts, right?
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
He had
And
to be,
so,
he used to call me father because I was the only one that would hold him accountable for stuff. Like when
Right.
he would do things to the girls, or write things in his books or say things on talk shows, I was on his ass.
Well, nonetheless.
You saw him in the first time ever, those home movies today, of him and Betty Lynn at the ranch.
Yeah, and it was really sweet to see him with his last wife, because it looked like she was a great lady, and and really had him somewhat under control.
Oh, majorly.
But he, anyway, he was an amazing singer. And so for those of you who have never seen Eddie Fisher, he had more best-selling records than Frank Sinatra, right?
And the Beatles combined.
And the Beatles combined at one point. So today we were looking at videos that we had online. We had a very short window to do that. But we did that, and Todd said, look at this, and showed me a video, and he quickly edited it for you. And it's spectacular, because it's at the Hollywood Bowl when it was
in the 50s.
In the 50s. And he's performing with one of my all-time favorite old
Don't give it away.
musicians. And that's all I'm going to say. Let it rock and roll. Let's look at this. Eddie Fisher at the Hollywood Bowl.
I'm going to say this is probably right around the time where he and my mom got together. There's a good chance of that. So we'll go full screen on this one, John. Ready when you are?
Louis, listen to that music. Doesn't that take you back?
Man, that takes me back to my good old hometown there, man.
New Orleans, L.A.
Yes, sir. That's where that stuff started.
Well, how'd they ever get started, Louis?
Well, you take cats like Buddy Bolin, Joe Oliver, Bump Johnson, Freddie Kemper, Manuel Perez, the old man Moret with that brass band. And they used to swing around the corner. Hey, man, and you talking about this, and you talking about the business. Oh, the talking brings the breeze. I found the trees singing sweet. I melodies. And baby, that's gold. I love voice of the blues. That's right, man.
And from a jail came a well of a downhearted frail, and they played that as part of the blues.
Sing it, that is sing it.
From a whippoorwill high on a hill, they took a new note, pushed it through a horn till it was worn into a new note. And then they nursed it, rehearsed it, gave out the news that the Southland gave birth
Look at the
Wow.
bowl. Look at the Hollywood Bowl here. Now watch the wide shot. Look at that.
Wow.
This is part of the. This was part of the Coke Time show that my dad was doing in the 50s. So that was
I
actually.
have goosebumps.
Isn't that awesome?
Well, first of all, I am a Louis Armstrong freak. And second of all, to see your dad, I only met your dad once, and he was, already kind of, you're just not any, this is to see him like this, to hear his voice, to see how somebody he never took a voice lesson.
Never.
It's so effortless for him. He smiled.
He had a very charming
sang.
smile there. Did you see?
I could feel his charm.
Yes.
And
you can see how he lands
just,
Debbie and Eddie,
Elizabeth
Liz,
Taylor.
all the hot chicks are swooning.
And Connie Stevens. I mean, he had the hot chicks. And I can see why, because his smile. But you look so much like both your mom and your dad. It's like an equal combination.
The other thing I was watching here, and it was really, I've always talked about it, but it was really obvious, is his hands in the pockets because he never knew what to do with his hands.
Yeah.
So he's always got his hands. He's got his hands. I mean, that's pretty ironic because Louis Armstrong is very animated with the horn in one hand. And,
he was adorable, your dad, though. He was smiling in every single note, which is very hard to do as a singer.
I don't think you could help yourself standing next to Louis Armstrong.
But how did he? I don't know.
First of all, if you know the Hollywood Bowl, as you know, you saw it opened up on that wide shot. There's thousands of people there.
Yeah.
So I don't know the exact circumstance here, but I own the rights now to Coke Time, or the estate does.
Mm-hmm.
And I was looking through the Coke Time shows. And that's how I found this, but I didn't realize they had probably done this one live at the Hollywood Bowl.
Right.
I looked at some of the other performers; they were not nearly as amazing as this. This was like one of those rare moments, and and the idea that, first of all, the fact that he can even sing the blues is, I think, pretty impressive because he can't keep time, and I think it's almost work that he can't keep time.
Mm-hmm.
And if you watch him too, he's going like this. Like without stuff, he's like trying to stay in sync, but Louis is really keeping him there.
Yeah.
He's having him sharing a
what
mic
a great
too.
piece of tape. Very exciting. And I
It was
think
fun.
people really
what
liked
did people
it.
say? I didn't know.
Let's see what people are saying.
What did people say?
Todd and Carrie have Debbie's eyes. Actually, different color but same shape. Interesting observation.
We have we have Eddie's color.
You got your dad's pillow lips.
I got the pushy lips. Carrie was always jealous about that.
Erica D loves seeing a show at the Bowl, especially in the 50s. It was just the place to be.
Well, I was there in the early 60s to see the Beatles. Was the first time.
Yep.
And I met the Beatles and even got their autographs backstage there. My mother was like, "Do you want to meet the Beatles?" And I was pretty young, and I was kind of like, "Yeah, okay, whatever." Yeah, sounds good.
Maxine Moody says Todd looks more like his dad and Carrie more like Debbie, but I think Carrie looked just like your dad.
I think, as you said,
it was an equal mix. But when I would look into Carrie's face, I would definitely see your dad.
I think we got mixtures of things.
You got your 50-50 blend.
Well, and there you could also see some of my grandparents in there, if you were to look back at some of our older pictures. But genetically speaking, it's definitely a blend.
Yeah.
But Carrie got a lot of my dad's voice too. I mean, I can do my dad, but Carrie really loved it too. And she groomed the craft a bit. She had to work at it though. Nothing was as easy as Eddie.
He truly did not have a voice lesson, right?
No. Eddie Samuels used to come over.
Eddie Samuels was a trivia question posed to us by a friend, and of course couldn't look it up on Google. I tried just for fun, just to see,
Well, he would come over and rehearse with my dad, even after all the rehabs and different things in his life, and they would rehearse stuff, so he would learn the song. And Eddie was one of these guys that used to work with him also to keep him on tempo. He had to teach him sort of where the best spot to be in the pocket or not in the pocket. In the crooner era of singing, you didn't sing on the beat. You would get in and out. Like, take Sinatra was the king of being out of the pocket. He was all over the place, but his timing was so soulful that you loved it. It didn't matter that he was off the beat.
Yep, and we have. I just want to give a shout out while we are here to. Hey, Katie, how you doing? Katie Schulte is here, but also Lisa Eaton, who is one of our faithful listeners and watchers. She just had surgery and it went great, and I know that that was a big deal coming up. So we're so happy to hear that. So let's see here. You can see everything that's going on.
Almost everything.
So I thought before we do a giveaway that we would have a few laughs. I was looking at the videos today, the funny videos. I've been trying really hard to find things without music in it because that's the hardest part.
Well, we've started now to stream on 2 platforms because some people were complaining because they're not on Facebook.
So we're on YouTube as well.
So now all the shows, by the way, all of our shows that we've done, almost all of them have been posted thanks to Ryan.
Yeah. Ryan Clements, you're amazing. He has been really having to edit a lot of the videos before they go on YouTube because of music issues. So it's been a lot of work on his part, and he's a teacher, so he has a full-time job. So on top of that, you took us on, and I really appreciate you, pal. Like you can't
But he's put up all the shows that he could find.
Yeah, so if you missed a show that you want to see, then...
Well, and some of them have got titles, but I mean, there are some interesting subjects, and we did a tour of the house, and there's been different things that are kind of fun to watch and look at. But we are able to keep up all the film clips thanks to Time Warner.
Yeah. So
Time Warner has sponsored this show.
What a blessing, because now we don't have to chop out that great footage,
Well, I mean, Facebook didn't seem to mind because I was doing it, but the YouTube people immediately flagged it, and then we got it all. Most of it, I think, is all back up now because Time Warner has been a friend of our family and of my mom's and the estate and of the Hollywood Motion Picture Museum for decades. They've been working when they were MGM, and then Time Warner got them after Turner. There was Turner in the middle, and George Feltenstein runs the archive there and has helped us get permission to use this stuff. And he's also sending us, we haven't got it all yet, but he's sending us a big box of giveaway DVDs for all of you guys. So we're going to have a lot of movies to give away.
Well,
speaking of that, I do have one tonight to give away. Oh,
good. Now, we are going to be bringing more costumes and clips with the costumes in them in the future. We talked about that, but we don't have them. Some things are.
Well, if you didn't see the show a couple of nights ago, we did the Bob Fosse costume.
Yep, and we did your mom's costume.
And then we did the costume. What was started with the kiss? Which one is that? No, it's Susan Slept Here.
Yeah,
we did Susan Slept Here, and we have the costume. If you go to the number 1 camera, John, I can point at something. Go to 1, the wide, super wide.
Go.
So we have the Debbie costume here. Bob Fosse still here.
Yep.
And then we have Carrie's costume still up.
Yeah.
And we have more. Yeah. For example, I do have the Gower Champion Debbie costumes from Applause.
And I would love to see those. And I also have over here, because it's retired at the moment, right? This is my mic stand for my show, my live show on the road.
Bring it in a little closer.
Isn't that pretty? And and she's very sad because she hasn't been in any spotlights. So I wanted to.
You
give
are
her
or the
some
mic
time.
stand?
No, not me. I'm good. This has been fun, and actually, being home has been really good for me to not be on the road a lot. And it's my first summer home, and it's been really good for me on a lot of levels. But she is a shining star, and she misses her because when the spotlight is on a Stark stage, this is a beauty. She's a beauty.
Yes, she is.
So
and it matches your cuff. Put your cuff next to it.
My cuff is next. Yes, just a little bling bling. Yeah, right.
Listen, girls like to have their bling. My mother, as you know, loved her bling.
Yep.
She refused to keep those Bob Mackie costumes for more than a year or so.
Yes.
She always would change them over, and they were 20, 30 pounds of beads.
Oh, I don't know how she performed in those. The Bob Mackie
and high
costumes
heels and high heels
are very heavy. Even now, when we move them, I can't believe how heavy.
We have one of those that we could bring out too here. We have many of those, but we have a couple. The point is that if you guys like the costume component, we could do that probably once or twice a week. We could bring some new costume into play and run the clips if everybody likes it.
If people like that, that is something we can definitely do. Now, because someone said costumes and the best stories. Costumes our stories. That's what's amazing about them, because at one point Debbie had
3,000
costumes. She had a costume from every Academy Award nominated film from the 20s to present day.
Mm-hmm.
So at the
not
height
just
of
the
that,
winners, but the nominated ones.
yes. And it was an incredible thing, because that's when they were all in their little house, in their big house, I should say, before the auction. And they were there for so many years. I talked about walking into that warehouse at night.
Well, we still have,
it would be like,
I'm going to say there's probably, I still have a couple of hundred costumes.
yeah.
Mostly,
I love all the dancing shoes. We have
dancing
famous
shoes.
dancers' shoes from.
That's a fun one to actually bring out, because you can then do a little montage on Sid Charisse or somebody like that. He's got it figured out. Turn on the mic if you're going to do anything. Turn on the mic. Grab them.
Yes.
Grab the mic.
Yes, brother.
Got to go wide on this.
Got to go wide. Let me turn this on.
Unmute number 4.
Okay. But no green light is happening.
Well, I don't think you need a green light. It's on. Here you go.
Oh boy, here we go.
Oh, he figured it out. He figured it out. Hold on to that.
Thanks a lot. I really appreciate it. Oh, okay, go sit.
Good God, man. Try to shake one out. Try to shake one out a little bit.
No, it's a family affair.
You can leave it on. You can mute it.
Okay, we'll leave this on, and you can mute that.
So he's been working on that. It took you how long to get that worked out? No. Because when I first saw you, you didn't have it. It's been a half an hour.
You have been working with it, I can tell.
When I first found him in the driveway, he was only squeaking them out.
I know. They came in the mail, and
now he's getting a little
he unwrapped
percussive.
It like a kid at Christmas.
That's it. So there's a percussive, wider tone, fuller, more bodied experience.
All right.
It's doing good.
Okay, so we are going to show a YouTube video that I found today that I just loved.
Does it have to do with farting, or is it?
No, I'm sparing everybody from that because my brother just stole the show.
Which one am I doing?
Oh,
Turkey.
I would go with the
mirror.
Yes, the mirror. This is from Spain. Apparently, the Spanish have a great sense of humor. Let's pause it so I can set it up, because I don't know how they did this, and I have a mind that needs to know. This is so clever. The woman, the girls are in on this together, and they're in a bathroom, but the person that comes in can't see themselves in the mirror. They don't have a reflection. I can't imagine how they did this, but maybe you can.
Okay.
But I love this so much. So this is it's a prank.
It's a picture of the back wall. Yeah, you're selling it on the left big time.
Look, she doesn't know what to do.
Não tem espelho desse nada. Oi? Um espelho.
O que que é?
Eu ia passar
É mesmo, você não tá aparecendo, por quê? Muda de lado comigo, vem cá.
Oh, now that I don't know.
Isn't that great?
And the other lady, no problem.
Tchau. Tchau. Ué? Você viu, a moça apareceu, você não aparece por quê?
Slinking off.
Well, you get to wonder what's happening.
Ó, põe a mão na parede aqui. Ó, A minha mão reflete.
They should have said, "Are you a vampire?" Look, her hand doesn't even show
Eu
up.
não tô entendendo o que tá acontecendo.
Não vou usar esse batom, não gostei da cor.
Não? Você acha que combina? Você não acha que volta aqui, senhora?
Oh, did you see?
Yeah, I do, but you know, I still can't imagine how they did this.
It's very well rehearsed. This time.
Oi, posso fazer uma pergunta?
Pode? Por quê?
Por que você não tá aparecendo no espelho?
Como é que você parece? Eu não pareço. Aqui tá mal assombrada.
Oh my gosh.
Ué, ela aparece? Gente, que isso?
Anyway, I just think that
Wait,
this is
Mom.
such a great practical joke, and if
I
I
am
could
not
figure
sure
it
how
out,
they did it.
and isn't that I thought you would know because when I saw
Well, at
this,
first I thought what had happened is that they were using an image of the room behind glass.
right?
But then I started that a minute ago when the girl on the left got out of sync with her own picture. So that tells you that it was a video image.
You know what? I noticed that as well. Just like 15 seconds ago, she was out of. So I think it was a video.
But here's
image.
where they've got me.
Okay.
When she crosses over, she's not in the image. So it tells you it's a pre-recorded image.
I wonder if she has an identical twin.
No, it's pre-recorded. Or you could have a different person. Like they also do in the movies, they would
Yes.
double it. But this is very well done.
Oh, if anybody has any ideas about how that was done, hey, Deanna is here. It's nice to have you. I would love to know because that is something I would really love to try.
It's
on
pretty
people.
remarkable.
Yes. So I love that because it's so clever. And in Spain also they're big pranksters, and they have there's so many great videos I found. But I love this one because I love scary movies, right? And I love. I don't like when people play scary practical jokes on me. I don't like being jumped out at or anything like that. But if I was the woman in this next video, it's on an elevator and it's a practical joke that they set up. And I mean, you could give someone
Ghost
a heart
in the
attack.
mirror?
It's a ghost in the elevator.
In the mirror?
No, you'll see how she does it because it's a night vision camera that we're looking through, but the person in the elevator
Is this the right one?
can't see it. Yeah. Let's see. I do. What did it say on
Ghost in the mirror.
Ghost in the mirror? This is it. And I would not find this at all funny if it was me. Not at all. Oh no, this is something else. This is something they did in a beauty center. Now, did you see the girl go in?
You know what? All right. Oh my God. I'm sorry. That thing just scared me. I'm sorry. The thing in the mirror and the scary thing. I know I'm not tripping. Oh my God! No! Look! Oh my freaking God!
My goodness.
Oh my God!
So now, don't you think that would be horrifying? But the one that's after this is even the one that now. Thank you, Linda. She loves my sweater. I love scary stuff too. Hey, Julia and Tina are in the house. Is there one that says elevator in there at all?
No, there's turkey, and then we did the mirror, and then there's ghost in the mirror prank.
Okay, so what is the other one?
Turkey.
And the other one that
mirror. Mirror.
Okay.
The park.
All right. So
ghost in the mirror.
We don't
mirror.
have it. So we'll just do the turkey because we have a turkey, right? I've had many.
You're asking me?
We have a turkey.
We have a turkey.
And I've had many turkeys, and they're all sweet little birds. I mean, I guess that wild turkeys are a different story, but I love turkeys. They're super smart, and this guy was shooting a little video at his ranch. He was shooting a series of videos, and after he finished shooting one, this happened.
Hey, can I help you with something? Stop it. Hey, man, you got a problem? Hey, what's the problem? What did I ever do to you? You're being pretty intimidating right now, and I don't like it.
I think you're right. He wants to mate with him.
I'm going to call the cops. I will call the cops.
Look how pretty the male
Get out
is.
of here. That's it. I'm calling the cops on him. Hey, we're going to fight here. Stop it. It's
So this is the only downside. This is the only downside of having a turkey. Is that they're pretty big. And if they decide they want their way with you, there's not a whole lot you can do about it. But I've never had any of my turkeys do this.
Jeez, no. That's pretty aggressive for a turkey. I mean, and
No,
now
it
the emu.
was not mean, though.
No,
That
the
was not a
emu's
mean
been
turkey.
trying to mate with Buck for quite a long time.
I know. I've had to save him many times from her because she's.
I kept saying that's not the look.
Here you go. Now I got you on video, Mom.
That's the look of love, not the look of like I want to hurt you.
Yeah, exactly.
She's trying to figure out how to mount him.
I know. Oh, I know. She gets nutty, but I think, it's sad because our emu is a rescue, and we never intended to have an emu, and so now we have an emu that doesn't have a mate, and it's just one of those things where you think mating season comes along, and her hair stands out on her neck.
But it takes care of the chickens. It herds the chickens.
She does herd the chickens.
It sleeps with the geese.
Mm-hmm.
She has her people. Her flock.
She does, and I actually did a video the other day of when I wake up and what I see in the morning as Dora and I go out to the animals, and it's an all day thing.
I wanted you to do a live during one of these. Start here and then go outside.
But we start
too
so late. Yeah.
Well, what time do they go to bed?
Well, they kind of start putting themselves away around.
But I think you're right at 6:30 though.
Yeah.
You could be out there and open the show with the pets.
Yeah. Well, they're just fun, and Teddy every morning jumps up on the top of his little house, and we say, "Good morning, Teddy," and he crows, and they all have their funny. If every chicken looked alike, I would still know them by their personalities. I could tell them apart by that. I mean, they're so fantastic. They're just great birds. So we are going to give stuff away. Let's see here. And I have a question to see how many of you, and it's a really good prize.
Can we do the number game on half of these? Because I think
we're going to do the number game on half of these because I've got paper here and I had a Sharpie here because I know some people aren't big on trivia and they feel left out. And so I don't want that to
I think we could split it up.
We'll split it up. So do you want to do a number, guess the number for that movie you got in your lap?
We can do that, or we could do.
Well, what movie have you got there, sir? The Tender Trap. Oh, Frank Sinatra.
See a pair of laughing eyes.
That's right. Okay, so who wants to have a chance to win? Is this a release?
This is a remastered Tender Trap.
Okay.
It's a color movie, even though I guess they show black and white pictures.
So when you say remastered again, it's like watching a new movie.
Well, they've transferred it, done a film transfer on it, obviously, but it's a color film. It's a cute little movie. And in this movie, my mother has given some advice by Sinatra. Now, we could do trivia on that, or we can just give it away a number. I know what to do. Do the number for the movie, and then we'll do trivia about the movie for something else.
Okay. All right. So
number between.
Okay, the number is between 1 and 30. I'm going to first give it to. There we go, because baby girl Dora the Beauty is going to be looking for that, and it's a number between 1 and 30, and I'm thinking it, and I'm sending it to you now. I'm going to even make it easier from 10 to 30 because it's a 2-digit number, and I will. Mark and Kathy Gantz. Okay.
Mark and Kathy Gantz win
The Tender Trap. Okay, the number was 18. 18, there you go. And so that is prize number 1.
Okay, so and the follow-up gift to that will
Yes.
be
So you want to do a piece of trivia?
Piece of trivia
Okay.
for this. We have a Debbie CD. Come on to my camera there, John. So we have a Debbie CD of her music, Tammy and a bunch of other songs, Abba Dabba or whatever. And
Abba dabba 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 said the monkey to the chin. I love that song.
And all day long they chatter away.
Okay,
so this is going to be a very simple one. It should be gotten very quickly.
Okay. We want to give her the answer first, though. So let me write it down for you.
I'll just,
no, you can't. You're mic'd.
I'm mic'd.
You can't. So let me do this. You write it down. A little piece of paper there. Did you give that back to me? You did. Okay.
What's happening here?
I'm giving her the answer.
You know what it is already?
Well, you just said it a second ago, sort of.
Let me see. Good point.
Okay.
She's very sharp. Okay, so for the Debbie CD, a piece of trivia about A, the Tender Trap, and B, Sinatra and my mom. What advice did my mother get from Frank Sinatra? What was the advice that he gave her while they were making that movie?
Can you say what the advice?
Nope, that's enough. Someone's going to get it.
Boy, you're getting tough.
Now, if you watch Bright Lights, you're going to get it. You've seen me talk about it before.
Oh, yes, you have talked about it a few times. All right, somebody got it. Laura Koninsky.
Whatever you do.
Konizny. Boy, Laura, that's a tough one.
Whatever
so sorry.
you do,
I don't want to mangle anybody's
So Sinatra,
name.
I'll tell the story just for those of you who haven't heard it.
Konizny.
They're making the movie together. My mother and he are doing a romantic interest in the movie, but he's being a gentleman and not hitting on her. She's not married, and she's not even doesn't even know my dad yet.
Yep.
And he says, Debbie, I'm going to give you one piece of advice. Whatever you do, don't marry a singer. And coming from a male singer, I thought that was some pretty good advice. So my mother took that advice and went right out and married my dad, who is, of course, a narcissistic male singer.
But you say that with love, you really do.
I do.
Okay.
You can love a narcissist.
Oh, don't even get me started because that was a topic on the relationship show the other day.
So there's the CD.
I don't advise it, and that's the end of that. Okay.
No, it's like, had you asked her later, what happened there? She goes, he was so cute and we had this romance.
Yeah.
And if it had been a different time and place, they may have just had this affair. And then they would have realized within a matter of short period of time, one trip, or locked in the motorhome for a week, they would have known they were not compatible on any level. She would have figured out that they are just completely on two different planets. My father was in the business of sweeping women off their feet.
Well, that's
part of the narcissistic thing.
That is the number one thing to look out for, because if I write about that in my first book. If someone sweeps you off your feet quickly, where does that leave you?
With no feet.
Directly on your butt. So you have to watch out for the person that moves too fast. That is a big red flag.
Well, and his follow-up, I'm sure, was, horrific, because he was also, which is another trait of a narcissist, focused on the conquest.
Right.
So my dad was truly a, what would you say, a conservative at heart, because he really didn't sleep in the early days with girls prior to being married. He would marry them, conquest, marry, sleep with, lose interest, move on.
Gosh, this is interesting, because we had such a big topic on this the other day. Such a huge, huge topic on this, because and narcissists they're not attracted to other narcissists. They're attracted to
Oh yeah.
people that they
Well,
can,
the innocent.
yeah, the innocent, exactly.
That's for sure.
So so we're going to hit that big time on the relationship show, which I'm going to be doing. I'll probably do it on Wednesday. I'll be announcing that. So
Somebody said, "Thank God they did get together for a time." Yes, that was a good thing.
and thank God for that extra beer.
So if you read my book, the person who wrote that, I tell a story in the beginning about how I came to be. My mother also wrote about it in her book. So there's a couple places you can read about it, but there's a lot to that. Carrie came in Carrie was a love child, actually.
Was she?
Yeah, they were very much in love, and she got pregnant very early.
Yeah.
I call that a love child. Whereas I was what would you call me? A beer child or chasing child? I was a
wild turkey with a Heineken chaser child. How about that?
My mother was just trying to have a matched pair.
Yeah. She wanted a playmate. All right. I'm going to give the next gift out. And again, I'll be doing a relationship.
They're asking for numbers.
Numbers. Are we going to do this one?
You're going to give away something. Okay.
Dora's the boss. She is.
By the way, did you guys order any of those pooters for like giveaways? They're probably.
No, we didn't buy extra pooters, but that's a really good idea.
I think that's a great gift.
I'm going to contact the guy directly.
Here's what we'll do for the pooter man.
Okay.
We will give him a spot, like show him where they come from and all that, and we'll give one away.
Yeah, because it's endless fun to have a pooter. Look at my brother. He's still out there just having a great time.
It takes time.
Oh, okay. Does it come with, it's like an instrument. It makes beautiful music.
Beethoven would be so proud.
Exactly. Oh, my God. What have we got here? The Miracle Working Kit from catcosmetics.com. We have a Miracle Working Kit, which is a full face color kit. Works for every type of woman. And if you haven't ever seen
Somebody's already guessing numbers.
I'm not doing numbers.
Yeah, you are.
No, I'm not.
What, we're not?
No, I'm doing something because this comes with.
Well, people don't know all of the. No, then just split it.
You don't know what the question is.
Okay,
it's
so have easy.
To be patient. Just gear down, buddy. We're going to bring that up. Here we go. So you get the Miracle Working Kit, and it comes with the lip gloss. Okay, and it also comes with the new hand and surface sanitizer, which is awesome. You spray it on your phone, you can spray it on your steering wheel, spray it on a counter, wherever you're going to sit out there in the world, and it's fantastic. So you get this lip gloss and this. Okay,
that's a big one.
It is a big one, and that's why this is going to be. Now this is for people that really follow me. Okay,
really follow you
on Facebook.
Okay,
I would like you to name how many of the chickens. I'd like you to name 4, right? 3 or 4, which is it?
4.
4. Okay.
4's tough.
Okay.
4 of her chickens'
my
names.
chickens' names. Now, if you follow me closely, you know I talk about them all the time. And even if you don't spell one of them right, and I know what it is.
It's a nice gift, but nobody's got even one name.
Well, they're a little behind us, so they're Oh yeah. Oh yes. Here we go. Okay. Someone got 2. We need 2 more.
Well, how come it's not? It says ...
Because they can't remember 2 others. Think about who put me in the hospital. Who bit me and put me in the hospital.
There's someone who got 3. Oh, there you go. Is that one? Is that a good one there?
Teddy, football, nugget. Oh gosh.
Is Chicky out of football?
Yeah, that's right.
Teddy is not right?
Okay, Teddy's right.
Well, then that one's right. It's 4. That's 4.
Okay. Gosh darn. Mark and Kathy Gans, you guys won again.
Are you sure?
Yeah, well, yes. I mean, that's the first one that I saw get 4.
Here.
There it is.
Just double check. That was correct, right?
I like this one. Nugget, football. Mark and Kathy Gans, they got 4 of them. All right. Oh my gosh, that is amazing.
All right, now
congratulations, you guys.
Now do a number one,
okay,
because a lot of people were saying.
Do you think I'm not going to be fair?
Well, I'm going to make sure.
I will. Okay.
I'm going to make sure that you're fair. I've got the.
You're going to disinfect me first.
I've got the lightsaber going here.
Now, where's the rest of the saber?
This is the real deal here. This is not a fake one.
What?
This is the Carrie lightsaber, whereas the others are toys. Now they're pretty damn good toys.
I love those sabers.
But they're if you look carefully, it's not the same thing.
Right. Okay, so I'm going to give away the same gift again, and this time, some people are getting really, really good at numbers. So
somebody's already guessing.
I know. I haven't thrown it out there yet. Hold on. Okay. Let's see here. Let me just.
Now just so everybody, you could stop guessing now because.
Oh yeah.
Tell everybody. Somebody won a little while ago.
All right. All right. Between 70 and 100, I am thinking of two numbers.
What is this for?
What are we
giving away?
The Miracle Working Kit, the same thing.
Another one of the same
Working
thing?
Kit, the lip gloss that I'm wearing.
I don't know how we're going to stay in business giving all this away.
It's okay. Okay. And the hand surface sanitizer, which is awesome.
So between what and what?
Deb Tyler.
Already?
Yes.
You got to be kidding.
No, that's pretty amazing. All right.
Now somebody just said Carrie lightsaber, and I said yes. So what happened was Carrie was.
Congratulations, Deb Tyler.
I didn't. Somebody got it that quick. I just didn't see it.
Yes, Deb is
Someone asked about the lightsaber, and I just said. So what happened was it was being discussed, as some of you know. That Carrie would. Well, first of all,
the number was 99. I'm so sorry, I didn't tell you that. So here is the number right here, 99, and Deb Tyler was the winner.
Anyway, this was made for Carrie because there was talk about Carrie wielding this in the last picture. Now she wasn't alive to do the filming, so they had to use older footage. So we didn't have any footage of her wielding this, but this was made for her and given to her, and but she never got to use it. So it's a real Jedi lightsaber, and you can see, compared to these are some fancy toys. Of course, it doesn't weigh anywhere near the same, but it's not a bad version.
That is gorgeous
for a toy. And these are you can get these high end.
Ryan
ones.
Clements has one of those,
and well, so does Mark Shepard. But
Mark Shepard's in the room, by the way. Hello, Mark Shepard.
If you look at them pretty carefully, they're damn good. I mean, they're. I don't know if you can see the two together, John. You can see they're really quite remarkably close.
Here we go. I'm going to do it again. This time.
Saber keeps coming on.
This time. These are really popular, by the way, these cups. We have been selling a lot of them, and we have been giving away a
99
lot of
was
them.
the number a couple people asked.
Yeah, 99. I showed it. So, do we still have the white paisley? Oh.
Todd, somebody says, Todd, for the love of God, I'll answer any trivia question for the saber. Yeah,
I know.
There's some.
How much are those, by the way? Mark Shepard will know the answer.
The
to
toys
that.
are,
and where
I
do
think,
you get
200 to 300. They don't make them anymore. It's a toy company that actually makes them. They come in.
They don't make it anymore.
Well, I think you can get them. They're collectible now. Mark, throw up on the internet where these things come from.
Oh, Bill, I love that, Todd. For the love of God.
But
I think
I have a couple of these, and they're slightly different designs. And I don't see the brand name on here, but Mark Shepard will post what the
Mark
name
Shepard, if you know where people can buy these sabers.
He's the one who, we were doing a tribute to Carrie, right? And a lightsaber tribute to Carrie.
Right.
And like 100 people showed up with lightsaber, and I was told to bring my lightsaber, but my lightsaber, is a real lightsaber, but it doesn't work. And so I had to go out and find this toy. So I called Mark because he's got one of these, and these are not. You can get one for $50 or $100, but these are like $200 or $300.
Well, they look like the movie.
Well, and what they do that is pretty cool is they have that sensing technology.
As somebody said, it's a social distancing measure.
Here, can you guys hear this when we are sword fighting here?
I think they can hear it.
Go
Yeah.
easy.
So I love the sound effects.
So like I have another one of these. It's the Yoda one, and it's got the green light, and then you can get the Darth Vader red one.
So that only does blue.
Right, but that's because these are Jedi. You know, I'm not really into the dark side. I never have been.
Nathan Fillion has one of those lightsabers too. He is such a great guy.
So those are. I tell you where you get them at these high-end toy stores that have all the collectible stuff. Because there's one in Vegas here, over on the west side that had these and has this kind of stuff.
All right, here's the next prize. Okay, it's a combination. I'm not going to tell you yet what the how to win this prize because you guys are too quick on the draw. But
99, someone said.
It's a cup. It's the Cat and Todd Live cup with the saying on the other side. It will have a Catdana of your choice, which we don't have our Catdanas on today, but these are
I have
great.
mine right here.
Yep. So,
I just didn't wear it because I didn't go out today. You guys went out today.
No, I didn't go out today.
Speaking of going out today, where's
I
Dwight?
did not
Oh,
go.
there he is over there. Hey, Dwight.
So the Catdana,
Come here, buddy.
if you aren't
Come here,
familiar
Dwight.
with it, is a
Come here, buddy.
really great thing. You
Come
slip
on.
it over your head.
Say hi to everybody.
It keeps your neck
People
warm,
are asking about
and
you.
also you
Come
can
here,
pull it up over your face.
People are asking about you.
And it looks a little more chic, right, than a mask. But did you use one in public today? Yeah, I wear one of those little flimsy masks, and then one of these.
So
over it.
Dwight has come on the scene just for a second.
Hi, Dwight. What's going on, buddy? You had to go to the vet again today.
He's just chilling. He was over here snoozing on the
Was he?
sidelines.
Okay, so this is the prize: the cup, a Catdana color of your choice, and of course the hand and surface sanitizer. So this is the cup. All right, so here's how you
get
win
a shot
that.
of this. He's doing his.
Oh my God, look at him.
He's doing. Get him on my close-up camera. Just move my close-up camera.
Oh, but if he could get a close up,
he can with that. Move my camera 3, I believe it is. Yeah, there.
Oh my goodness, Dwight, are you a good boy? You're the best boy. You go
That's
sleepy
perfect.
now. Go to sleep.
Sleepy
Close
little
your
baby.
Close
Go
your
to sleepy
eyes.
little baby.
I love that.
Mama's on roll and daddy.
Look at that baby. Okay, so how you win the cup, the hand and surface sanitizer, and the Catdana from catcosmetics.com.
So what is it now?
Three.
The cup,
The Catdana.
Catdana,
the
and the
Catdana
surface
of
cleaner.
your choice, and the hand surface sanitizer.
Again, this is
Yeah, it's good. The thing about the cup that's a bummer is it costs a lot to ship. So, but anyway, it's a prize, so you don't have to worry yourself about that. Now,
how do you do that when you sell them? Is that built into the price?
no, we didn't
Charge for
we
shipping?
didn't anticipate it, so I haven't figured it out. But we've just been sending them.
The problem with the cups too is they're delicate, right? So
We haven't had
if UPS
any
plays
problems.
basketball with them,
She wraps it like you can't believe. Okay, so this is a trivia question. However, there's a number in it. It's involved, so it's both. All right. So the question is, oh boy, whoever's fastest on Google is going to get this.
Google. That's where he has to get it.
Yep. How many times has Meryl Streep been nominated for Best Actress? How many times has Meryl Streep been nominated for Best Actress? It's a number between 1 and 20. I'm thinking it right now.
Yeah, you could guess too, right?
And it's not, oh gosh, sorry, girl, that was number 7 on the paper. I forgot to tell
question.
you what it was. Oh, you got it. You're getting really fast. Mind reader. Okay, let me know.
She said she got the book today. It was very well packed.
Yay! Between 1 and 20, everybody.
Someone was talking about the slippers. Someone said 22 times. That'd be a little hard. Kathy Hobbs says 8.
Lisa, how do you spell the last name? Lisa Falls, congratulations. The number is 17. Meryl Streep has been nominated
That
17
is embarrassing.
times. 17 times.
It's embarrassing.
Isn't it incredible? She is amazing. Yeah.
She is the Betty Davis of our generation.
I always thought when we were doing One Life to Live that the actress that played Nora, Hilary B. Smith, fantastic actress, and then we had a lot of our scenes were together. And so we always thought it would be fun when we had certain shows that were difficult to remember or, didn't just roll off your tongue. And so the joke was, I would say, Meryl Streep couldn't play this part because it was so hard, right?
Mm-hmm.
But then we thought, how fun would that be to see Julia Roberts come in to play her character and Meryl Streep come in to play my character and see what they could do with the script. I mean,
probably not much.
No, I mean, for the most part, the scripts were really pretty good.
Really well,
yeah. But then you'd get a new writer who didn't quite understand
the characters.
Well, just that you can't make the lines impossible to learn. They have to be, there's a real art to writing anything really for television, but soap operas especially because they write 365 days a year, so you can't expect, to have, great writing every day. It just can't happen. So anyway, that was always something I thought would be fun
on
to
a
see.
series.
But I would like to see, if they could have come in and made something out of that day's script. All right, so let's see. Do we have anything left?
Somebody said they got their books and the inscriptions.
Yay! Hey, I have a necklace here. Remember?
Okay.
Okay.
We're still going on giveaways. Is there
do
going to be
one
anything
more.
left next week? Wednesday.
Do you have
I'm
any
sorry, ladies and
idea?
gentlemen, there will be nothing
So
left for
this-
Wednesday. We're hoping the Time Warner box comes here soon because, I mean, the cupboards are getting bare. Pretty soon we're
I
giving
gave
away
this away once
a can
before.
of Campbell's soup. That might actually be pretty.
We're not going to be able to send our chickens to college. This is, but anyway, this is the next thing I want to give away, and then we're going to say goodnight. This is a leather, silver, and stone necklace. It was from my jewelry line, and it comes with this ring right here. I'll put it on,
Okay.
and the ring is great because it stretches, so it will fit almost anybody. And I'll put it on.
I'm
this
hoping you
finger.
guys are going to start selling these on the. Have you started getting this in?
No, but
No, why don't you just?
But people are really buying a lot of the CBD
I understand,
hand
but
sanitizer. They're
you
buying
need to
a lot.
have that available because
No, they're
you
buying a lot
never-
of the makeup.
but
They're
you've
buying
ne-
a lot of the cat
Here's the thing:
banners,
only one person can win that, and then maybe another week goes by and you
but
put
this
it up
is
again.
it. I think this is the last one, right?
So there you
So
go.
this is it, and I love it because you can. If you have a, we do. If we have
We're going to sell them,
okay,
though,
so we'll
that
put
it
it on
makes
the
stupid.
we'll put it on the website.
If you don't
tomorrow.
win and you want it, it's so reasonably priced that
Yeah.
it makes no. It's like
Well,
wow.
this isn't a $5 necklace.
I understand, but
right.
it's still.
But it's still a really reasonably
Okay, so it's
priced. So
under
it comes
50.
this ring.
It
I'm
looks
gonna
like
put
it
there
costs
with
$100.
Well, it's a pretty cool piece because you can wear it as a lariat. See, you wear it as a lariat, or if you have a little neck. And when I say little, I mean like maybe a long little neck. You can wrap it around twice, and then you hook it, and it's like a. You can see the
Choker.
little. It's like a choker. It's really nice. So you can wear it either way. Oops, it's stuck in my hair. God knows what else is in there. Hold on, there it is. And then the ring comes with it. All right. So that is going to be the prize. Now I've got to come up with something good here.
People like the numbers because you've been.
They like the numbers.
Well,
All right.
just because
everybody has a chance.
If you make it like the Meryl
All right.
Streep thing, if you're fast on a Google search, you could win.
Okay, numbers it is.
Numbers, anybody can win.
Mm-hmm.
Unless you want to come up, everybody should make suggestions for another easy kind of way for randomly to choose.
You know what? That's a good. Like Trivial Pursuit. Has
Somebody
some
guessed
simple-
13. Is that the
No.
number? Shouldn't even written it down yet.
No. It's
It's okay. You guys
it's
go.
two numbers between 40 and 70. It's two numbers between 40 and 70.
That's right. Somebody just brought something up
What?
about how we choose the numbers, and so everybody's feed is different order, like
Not
where
yet.
comments
so
come
it's
in.
the one that we see
It's
first.
the only we
because
can't
when
do.
you
There's
put
no
a
way to
number
do it
in-
fair except to have it be Cat's feed, the one in front of Dora.
Dora.
It's not even this
Right.
one. We double check with Dora
Right. And the thing is when you write a number, you see your number before
everybody.
So a lot of people think that they won, but
Okay, number between.
oh my God, you're kidding me. Okay, people are going to get really mad.
Mark and Kathy Gans again.
They have won 3 things tonight. So I'm going to have to do another one. I have to. And I'm not going to do numbers.
How do they do that?
They're mind readers, I swear. I don't know. But
What do they do
I have to congratulate them because
That's
they won fair and
that's
square.
never
The
happened
number
before.
was 56 based on my year I was
But that
born.
has never happened before.
Huh? Yeah.
I'll tell you what, give me a bright lights or something so we don't give a bright light. Should we give away a bright lights?
Right.
Okay, give Kat a bright
So Bright
lights.
Lights, the documentary, which is really a really great documentary about Debbie and Carrie and the family. Here we go. We're going to give away Bright Lights.
Let's do a number again. Quickly come up with the number.
You know what? I'm going to have you pick the number and give it to her because, and Mark and Kathy, I'm going to have to exclude you from this.
No, they don't even get to be in
No,
the game.
they can't.
It's
be in
already
the
a
game.
world record as it
You're
is.
You're too fast and smart. But we want to give someone else a chance to win.
Well,
so let me give you. So John, he's going to write a number between. Well, you just do it, so he's doing that now, and he'll give it to. Okay, Todd, you want to tell them what it's between? Look into the.
let's
camera.
make it
Look
really.
into your camera.
We'll make it fast. It's
But
between
and
10 and 20.
Oh my God.
Make it fast.
Okay, and
To win Bright Lights.
right, and
Between 10
I don't
and
know
20.
what it is.
She has no
Hold on
idea.
a
Only
second.
Dora
Hold on.
knows.
Let me look real quick.
Only Dora knows.
Okay. Dora's got.
And
his,
so it's for a copy of the DVD Bright Lights, which
Bright
is about
Lights.
Carrie and my mom.
Mm-hmm.
And Kat and I are in it, and we'd be happy to sign it for you as well.
Okay.
I said between 10 and 20. Someone said 39.
People are half cocked out there, just running off.
So that means the number is above 10.
Terry Dixon, you are a wiener.
Terry Dixon. I see it right there.
Yep.
Sweet.
16 is the winning number. 16 is the winning number.
Look at Terry. He went 14,
It's a
15. She went 14, 15, 16. That's smart because there's no limit, but you could get bumped around, but still,
Right.
you got to be fast on the trigger.
Everyone, if you've won something that's signable, like the mug or the just let us know if you want it signed. Bright Lights can be signed by Todd, and just send me a PM on my Facebook page, and that'll be that. And if you've never won before, that means we don't have your address. So please go ahead and PM me your address. We're missing a few addresses, aren't we?
You should have addresses.
Do you know the
and
name, right?
You need emails.
Lisa.
Emails and addresses.
It was from like a week ago. Nikki Luongo, is that her name? We need her address. So Nikki, if you're watching this, PM me because we can't.
When you win, you
yes.
need to send her, Kat, the email and your address. So if something goes wrong, we have a way to communicate with you outside of Facebook.
Communicate. Love it. Listen, we're going to say goodnight, and in the traditional sense, thank you so much
Close
for joining
up
us.
on this.
We're
number
so
3.
happy you came. We'll see you on Wednesday
Okay, I'm going
night.
to hold it up like that. There we go. Now we got it in
Yes.
Kat's face. Ready?
Yes. There's no place like home. We love you guys. Have a wonderful night and tomorrow too. And we'll see you Wednesday. Okay? See you soon.